Hey, this is Dylan with SlickText. In this video, we're going to cover how to integrate your Shopify store with SlickText. Integrating your Shopify store with SlickText allows you to grow your store with the entire suite of SlickText features. After you've taken the steps in this video to set up the integration, you'll be able to do so much more with your Shopify store, like install pop-ups, automate abandoned cart recovery, and set up transactional SMS messages for order updates. In this video, we'll walk through the integration setup and contact sync step by step. Then, we'll take a quick look at the new revenue analytics available to users who have installed the Shopify integration. Let's start by installing and configuring the Shopify integration. From our SlickText homepage, head to Integrations. We'll scroll down to Shopify and click Install. I'll paste in my store's URL and click Install. Now I'll just confirm from inside Shopify, and then I'll be redirected back to SlickText. All right, first up is on-site tracking with a SlickText tag. This is a small piece of code that monitors website activity, browsing behavior, cart abandonment, and supports on-site forms like pop-ups. It also allows you to track revenue from your campaigns and workflows. If it doesn't say that the tag is already installed, go to Customize Your Online Store, App Embeds, and then make sure the SlickText tag is toggled on. Then just go back to SlickText and click Refresh. Now we'll define how contact data is synced from Shopify to SlickText. I can select Create New Contacts and update existing ones in SlickText, update existing SlickText contacts only, or don't do anything. I'm going to stick with Create and Update to keep things identical across both platforms. All right, now I can choose which lists I want these new contacts to be assigned to. For SlickText contacts to Shopify, I'll do the same, create new contacts and update existing ones. Here is where we'll map which SlickText contact field aligns with the corresponding field in Shopify. It already maps out the basic fields, but if I add a field, I can see that there are other fields available in Shopify that I want to sync to SlickText to use in my segmentation and workflow triggers like total spent. So let's create a custom field in SlickText so we can sync that field between the two platforms. I'm going to open up a new tab and go to my SlickText settings. Then Custom Fields and create a new one. I'll give it a name and choose a data type. For description, I'll just put synced from Shopify and hit save. Now let's go back to our other tab where we're setting up the integration. I'll refresh these fields and then map the right contact properties to each other. Okay, let's hit save. Now any changes to contacts or new contacts moving forward will be synced. Let's move on to enabling opt-in at checkout. To start opting in phone numbers at checkout, we need to do two things. First, we need to update our store's terms and privacy policy. Then, we need to activate the SMS checkout and marketing option in our Shopify settings. To update your terms of use and privacy policy, visit the Policies section of your Shopify settings. Shopify has templates you can use, and if you'd like an additional template for SMS-specific language, you can find those in the Compliance section of your SlickText settings. All right, now let's activate the phone number checkout option and enable SMS marketing options. From Settings, head to Checkout Settings. For customer contact method, I'll switch to phone number or email. Then go down to Marketing Options and toggle on SMS, then hit Save. Let's go to our store and see what this all looks like now. I'll add an item to my cart and start the checkout process. Now in the top form, I can use either a phone number or an email. So when I type in my number, I see I have new compliance language that Shopify already includes for transactional messaging about my order. Also, there's now a check mark down here to opt in to text marketing. When I check this, I have compliance language built in as well. Now that we have SMS marketing set up, if I check out, I'll be marked as SMS subscribed in Shopify and also created as a new subscribed contact in SlickText. Our Shopify integration is now installed. So let's look at how that changes my experience in SlickText. As part of setting up the integration, we enabled the SlickText tag on our site. This allows us to track our store's visitors so we can segment our audience based on behavior, like which products they viewed. It also means that we can create and launch pop-ups in SlickText without having to go back into Shopify. We won't cover it in this video, but additional workflow objects and templates are now available for use. You can build automations for abandoned cart reminders and even create different workflow paths for contacts based on the number of orders they've completed in the past. Installing the integration also opens up the ability to track and report on orders and revenue. Let's see how this looks in the campaign functionality. You'll see that we now have revenue data here on our campaigns page. I sent this test campaign earlier to myself that included a link to my store, which I then clicked and purchased a pair of sunglasses. It shows the revenue that came in from this specific campaign, and if I hover, I'll see the revenue per message that my campaign produced. If I go into the rest of this campaign's analytics, I can see even more data, like total number of orders and average order value. Similarly, revenue-based analytics can now be found in workflows, so you'll be able to see which workflows and individual workflow objects are producing the most revenue for your store. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this is just the initial step to growing your customer base in Shopify using SlickText. We have easy-to-use templates for automated workflows, website pop-ups, opt-in forms, and more for you to use to grow your audience, increase sales, and provide excellent support to your customers. Check out our resource library and help center for more guides. As always, feel free to contact our support team. We love talking to our customers.